Right, hi everyone, we're going to today look at our leg strength and our leg control. So it's going to be a two-part. The first bit is going to be working on our chamber strength. The second part is going to be working on holding the kicks out and working on actual kicking strength for control and static holds. So what you're going to need for today's session is a chair or a wall, and let's get started. So the main thing with kicking is it contains three main elements. You need flexibility, you need balance, and you need control and strength of the leg. So today we're going to be looking at that element, the strength of the leg and the control. So control comes under that banner of being able to do what you want with the leg. That comes under having a strong leg. So we're going to look at now the chamber position. We're going to look at strengthening the chamber because this is where you're firing your kick from. We're going to mainly focus on our front kick chamber. We're going to focus on our side kick chamber and our roundhouse or turning kick chamber. So we're going to look at some different ways of strengthening these and developing that control. So first things first, we're going to work on the front kick chamber. So everything we do today, I'm going to do it through once on each side for about 45 seconds. You don't have to hold it that long, you can hold it as long as you like. I'll put a timer on the screen. At home now you can do it as many times as you like. I'd advise you doing it 3 times on each leg to really develop that strength and that control in the leg. So first things first, we're going to look at our front snap kick. So just going to go into a comfortable position. Now we've got the chair here because we're taking balance out of the equation. The only thing now that is going to sort of maybe hinder you is flexibility, but you want to be strong in your range of motion. So if your flexibility level's here, you want to be fully in control of that level. If your flexibility level's up here, you want to be fully in control of that level. You don't want to just get your leg up that high and not be strong and controlled in that range of motion. So first things first, we're going to look at just lifting the chamber to sort of understand where we're coming to. So you're going to leave one arm on the chair. Now all we're going to do is just go lift our chamber up, controlled, and then lower it back down. So we're going to do 10 by my count. So again, when we're doing the front snap kick chamber, knee to the ceiling, lifting it straight up, and then putting it back down. I've got my hips sort of half facing, so they're not sort of fully to the side and I'm not full facing. I want to be comfortable in this motion. So ready by my count. Ready 1, so lift the leg up, and then put it back down. Ready 2, lift it up, and put it back down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and relax. So we're just going to now go to the other side. So same thing now, just go into a comfortable position. So you're just going to lift the knee up and then come back down. So ready 1, so up and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and relax. So that's the front snap kick chamber. Now we're going to go into some static holds of it to develop the strength in the chamber position. Good, right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to hold this chamber. Now when holding this chamber, what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's in a position where you're pushing yourself, but you can comfortably hold it for around about 30 to 45 seconds. Now when I'm doing this, I'm just slightly leaning on the chair because I want to take my balance out of the equation. The more you lean, obviously the more you're taking away your balance. So what we're going to do is when I say go, you're going to lift your knee up. Again, with your supporting leg, you can have a slight bend in it. You don't want it locked straight. You can have a slight bend to give yourself a bit of stability, but you don't want to be sinking down into it too much. So again, go to a position where you feel comfortable. So when I say go now, we're going to hold it for 45 seconds. Ready, go. So again, just holding this chamber, try and keep your hand up in a guarded position or where you feel comfortable. Try and keep this knee as fixed as possible. So just holding it there nice and comfortable. Again, it's quite hard holding a front snap kick chamber because I always find this is one of the hardest ones to do, but you're just going to keep going through it. Again, if at any point you need to lower the leg slightly, do. I'd rather you be holding the leg than dropping the leg, but I don't want you putting it all the way down. So again, try to hold this chamber. We're nearly there, we've only got a few seconds left. Keep holding it. Keep going, nearly there. Got a few more seconds. Last 5. And time, good. Put your leg down. Good, and just rest for a couple of seconds. So, we're going to go for the right side now. So again, ready, go. So lift that leg up. You've only got another 40 seconds to go. So just holding it nice and strong. So again, like I said, go to a position where you feel comfortable. I don't want you doing 10 seconds as high as you can and then the rest of it, your legs on the floor. Keep it again where you feel comfortable and you can hold it for a solid 30 to 45 seconds. That's it, keep going, you're over halfway. Keep that leg up, nearly there. Got about 10 seconds left, so again, keep holding it, keep fighting it. I know it's not pleasant. And time, good, and relax. So just circle your hips gently, just get the blood pumping again back in your legs. Good. Right, so with the front snap kick chamber now, what we're going to do is we want to be working, lifting that chamber, but in a smaller range of motion. So what we're going to do is we're going to isolate it, but we're going to lift up and come back down. So from there now, we're going to go to a completely comfortable position, and then just up to a point where you're pushing that flexibility, and then back down. So lifting it up to the highest point you can, and then back down. Again, we're going to do this for 45 seconds. You're just going to go up and down, up and down. So again, just lifts and then down. So again, what you're doing is you're exercising that chamber and you're teaching the leg and training it to obviously go to a kicking position. Right, so get yourself set. So we're again 45 seconds, ready, and go. So again, just lifting up and down. So you're just going up and down in your chamber position. Really good. Again, don't go too fast, just go nice and slow so you're controlling the movement. That's it, really good. Nearly there. So keep going. Last few seconds. And time, good, and relax. So again, we're going to do the other side. Again, if you want to repeat these, like I said, about 3 times on each leg, give yourself a little bit of rest in between, otherwise your legs are going to be falling off. Make sure that obviously you're fully recovered and you're feeling good. Right, so we're going to do the other side now. So again, 45 seconds, ready, go. So again, just lifting up and down in that chamber. Again, don't go too low, just go in a working mode, That's it, just go in a range of motion that you feel comfortable with. Pushing the leg a little bit each time. Good, last 10 seconds. And time, and relax. Good, again, just gently circling. Just loosening yourself off, so I'm getting the blood pumping around again. So that's the front snap kick chamber. We're going to move on now to our side kick chamber. So with the side kick chamber, again, we want to be leaning on the chair slightly, but again, we don't want to put all our weight on the chair or the wall. You want to be sort of trying to keep yourself as upright as possible and trying to keep your core nice and strong. So from there now, a side kick chamber is going to draw back towards my shoulder. So my hips are side facing. My shoulder, my hip, are in line with each other. I'm looking where I'm kicking. So again, I've got my hand on the chair. Keep your guard up if you want to. So side facing, again with your back foot now, again turn the back foot towards the wall. So again, you're pivoting that foot to open the hip. Then we're going to come to this position. So when you lift your knee up, imagine you're trying to drive your knee back to your opposite shoulder or back towards your belly. Again, looking where you're kicking and then put it back down. So we're going to work the chamber first. So again, get comfortable with it. Then we're going to go for some static holds. Right, again, now when I'm doing this chamber, I want to try and have my leg horizontal as I can. I don't want to be driving my knee up towards the ceiling. I want to be driving the knee back towards my shoulder, so my leg is horizontal here like this. So when I say one now, I'm going to drive back, then put the leg back down. Again, your foot is side facing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, and change now. So we're going to do the other side, same thing. Again, hand on the chair, turn the foot towards the wall or towards the opposite direction of your kick. And again, we're going to drive that knee, keep that leg horizontal, foot side facing. So ready, 1, bring it back and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and relax. So what we're going to do now is we're going to again work the side kick chamber. So we're going to go for a static hold here like this. Now I'm going to bring my knee up and draw it towards my belly. Now what I want to focus on doing is keeping my leg as horizontal as possible and bringing this knee back. But I want this shoulder facing where I'm kicking, and same with my hip. I don't want to be rolling my hip over or turning my shoulder. I want it chambered here, so if I want to kick, I can fire that leg out. So again, I'm trying to lift that chamber as high as I can, but bringing that knee back. So again, we're going to go for 45 seconds. So ready, get yourself set in 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, lift that chamber up, holding it where it's comfortable. You should be able to balance something on that leg because it's nice and flat if you can. Obviously, you don't have to balance something on it. If you want to challenge yourself, you're more than welcome to try. But again, you want it here, driving it back towards that shoulder. So again, keeping the leg there. Good. So it should be a challenge. You should be really feeling it in the leg should be working. But again, you could hold it for that time limit. Good, we're nearly there, last few seconds. Got 10 seconds left-ish. And time. Good, put your leg down and relax. Good. So again, we're going to do the same thing now on the other leg. Again, take as much rest as you need in between the kicks or in between the chamber holding. So same thing again. We're going to come here, we're going to lift the leg up. Ready, go. So again, holding it nice and comfortable. You might find one side's more comfortable than the other, or you can hold the other one up a bit higher. But again, just work within your limits. Good, keep holding. Good, nearly there. Five seconds left. And time, and relax. Good. And take a breather for a couple of seconds. Good, right, so the next thing we're going to do with the side kick chamber is from here again, we're going to work that motion. So again, we want to just be pulling the leg back here like this. So again, instead of doing a timed drill now, we're going to count an amount. So again, you can do that in your own time. You can follow me by my count. Or again, you can repeat it a few times after we've done. So again, to work the strength. So from there now, you're going to come to this chamber position. So from there now, you're just going to push the leg forward slightly. When I say 1, you're going to cock it back and drive it back. As if you're doing like a better half side kick here. So you're about to kick, but you don't kick. So we're going to go for 20 on each leg by my count. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Good. So again, you should be feeling this. If you're doing it correctly, you should be feeling it down your lats, you should be feeling it in your bum, you should definitely be feeling it in your legs. So what we want to do now is try and obviously keep as strict a form as possible in the chamber position, ready for the kick. So again, when I'm here now, so again, keep that foot to the side, keep the leg horizontal. So when I say one, driving back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. Good. Again, gently circle your hips. Take a few seconds. Again, if you want to repeat these more than once, you're more than welcome to. Again, try and do about 3 sets on each side if possible. That's what I usually do, and that's what I sort of recommend to do to build that strength. So, last kick we're going to look at is our turning kick and then roundhouse kick chamber now. So, with the side kick chamber, I drew my knee right back to my belly. The roundhouse kick chamber, the knees pointing towards where I am kicking here like this. So again, I want to try and have a straight line between my shoulder and my knee, but my heel is pulled back towards my bum. So again, to work this chamber now, what we're going to do, again, 2 ways you can do it. First way, we're going to pre-bend this leg. Again, turn the back foot towards the wall. We're just going to lift up to the chamber and come back down. So we're going to lift up, put the leg back down. Again, you want that leg to be horizontal, coming back here like this. Number 2, you leave it on the floor, and you just lift and chamber as you do it. So you pull the knee back and lift the foot. Up to you which one you're going to do. I'm going to pre-bend the leg just to make it a little bit easier for you to follow along. So, going to bend the knee, guard up, ready, 1, then put the leg down. 2, imagine your thighs grazing a line parallel to your body. Ready, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Right, now we're going to change sides again. Same thing the other side. So again, turn that foot towards the wall, pre-bend the leg, or leave it on the floor, up to you. But again, you're grazing a parallel line across your body here like this. So ready, 1, up and down. Ready, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and relax. What we're going to do now is we're going to hold that chamber position. So again, it's going to be a timed hold. So this time now, again, bring that knee back to your bum. Again, you want the knee and the shoulder in line with each other like so. And again, you want to try and lift that knee as high as you can, but again, keeping this leg horizontal. Again, driving those hips forward. You want to be leaning back. You want to try and crunch it on your side. Again, working your core and crunching into that kick to what would be your stability if you were kicking without the chair. So, get yourself set. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. So keeping that knee in position, holding that chamber. Good, that's it. Just holding it there again, try and keep that knee pointing where you're kicking. So fantastic, keep holding. Nearly there. Last few seconds. Good, you've got 10 seconds left. Good, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good, right, so we're going to go for the other side now. So same thing on the other side. Again, this is quite a tough one because again, you're feeling this down the back. If you followed it all the way through and you've done consecutive kicks, your legs should be feeling it now by this point. So, same thing on the other side. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. So again, holding that leg in chamber position, working it through. That's it. Nearly there-ish. You're good halfway through. Good, nearly there guys. Got about 5 seconds left. And time. Good, and relax, put the leg down. Again, gently circle, try and get the blood pumping back through. So, last thing we're going to do on the roundhouse kick chamber now. So, what we want to do is, again, we're working around this kick chamber, but we're working a plane of motion. So, the horizontal plane of motion here with my leg in this position is again working the hook kicks, the side kicks, and the roundhouse kicks. Now, don't worry about the hook kick for now, but we're concentrating on the side kick chamber and the roundhouse kick chamber. So what we're going to do now, again, is we want to work that range of motion. So we're bringing the leg all the way back through. Now what you want to try and do as you're here is keep your upper body static, keep this leg static, and you're just trying to reach this leg around here like this. You can guide it with your hand, so you can bring up and bring around, bring back, bring around. But we want to try and do that without our hand, because again we want to develop strength. So we're going to bring back, bring through, bring back, bring through. So again, we're trying to work the full range of motion, but keeping the legs static on that horizontal plane as we go through. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So again, we're going to start here, bring it back to what would be a side kick, overextend the roundhouse, come back to centre. So by my count, ready? 1, bring back, through and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Good, so on the other side now, it's the same thing, 10 on each side, so 10 on this leg even. So from there now, again, bring back, overextend through. Ready? 1, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Good, hand rest. So hopefully some of these exercises have helped you now on some ideas on how to develop strength in that chamber position. Again, if you've got strength in the chamber, then it's just extension of the leg that delivers the kick. So we want to make sure that we've got that stability, again, in our range of motion. We want to make sure we're strong, we're flexible. So in part 2 now, we're going to look at holding out the kicks and extending the leg. But for part 1 now, like I said, practice those exercises. All the static holds I would do, or all the exercises even, I would do up to 3 times on each leg. Again, giving yourself a little bit of rest in between as not to burn your legs out. And just keep practicing, keep drilling, and give yourself little goals. Try and get higher each time, or hold it for a little bit longer. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoy.